Woohoo! Welcome home, all of my lovely and my handsome divine loves and divine lovettes. Sober anniversary. I love you guys. I love you guys. Rock it with me. Rock it out with me. You guys, I am so proud of you for doing exactly what you know to do. One day at a time, one step at a time. If it got real rough, 1 second at a time. Shout out to those who have 8 years. Shout out to those who have 11 years. Shout out to those who have 1 year. Shout out to those who have 2 years. Shout out to those who have 5 years. And shout out to those who have 7 years. Those are watching me right now who has 25 years. Shout out to those. I love you guys. I see you all right now. Uh, yeah. All right, so you guys, what I see here and what I need to tell you guys is, first of all, let's have a brief moment of silence. Whew, for all of those who may not have a clue of what sobriety is, okay? Those who are taking their first drink or first drug tonight, and those who will actually die, from their first drink and their first drug, and those who actually died from this addiction because they know not what it is to have an incurable disease as drug addiction and alcohol addiction. Okay? So let's have a brief moment of silence, if you will, for all of those. Okay? Um, in that moment of silence, let's send everyone light and love. Okay? Let us begin, you guys. Please, let us begin. Thank you. David Way, Connie Sams or Sims, Denatra, Lebanese, Detroit, Mono, RC, Ananu, Himu, Cassandra, Cafe, Kenya, Ray Ray, and Trey. Those are the names that I'm going to stop on, okay? Because I'm getting a lot coming through for you guys. They don't want to stop. I heard Scoop and Coop. Wow. All right, so I'm so proud of you guys. What those names mean, they mean to you. Okay, what they mean to you, they mean to you. Usually they come through me because I am a medium. I'm a medium. I don't like putting names and labels on stuff, you guys, because there's too many names and labels out there. I'm just a person who has spiritual connections and gifts, so I guess, or whatever, like that. So just keep it simple with that, okay? But some people be weirded out, and then people get biased, against human beings. You know what I'm saying? We're all flesh. Everybody has different assignments here. All right? And I've accepted mine wholeheartedly. I hope that you can accept yours. Now, having that said, I'm so proud of you guys from the door to the floor. Yeah. So, you guys just know that it was not by circumstance. Shout out to those who have 28 years, because somebody watching me right now with 28 years. Uh, yeah. So, shout out. So, you guys, it was not by circumstance, accident, or coincidence that you got sober on the beautiful, blessed day of the number 8. Okay? The number 8 is from when the Most High speaks through the number 8. Okay, because divine spirit speaks through numbers, signs, and synchronicities as the that the higher realm speaks through number signs and synchronicities, okay, so as our birthday expiration dates and our DNA codes, okay? That's why you hear people say the numbers don't lie, all right? What they mean is the Most High doesn't lie, okay? The truth is the light is the Most High. No matter what you call the Most High, right? As long as you call it. However, your number 8, when Divine Spirit speaks to that number 8, is telling you guys that so as it's done above, it shall be done down below. Because that number 8 has a 0 at the top and a 0 at the bottom, which represents the shape of a circle, okay? Yeah. So Divine Spirit is saying at the top of the circle, which is anything at the top is your higher realm, okay? Like that's why they tell you to keep your higher realm clean and positive. Think positive thoughts because your head is at the higher realm of your body, right? So that number 8, the top circle, represents the spiritual realm. So a lot of you guys need to know that a circle represents completion, all right? So a lot of you guys are completing your spiritual abundance cycle, okay? Because abundance are in many different forms. And the bottom circle represents you guys completing your physical abundance cycle. So a lot of you guys are complete with that number 8, where you're completing total abundance cycle. So abundance is in your forecast, okay? And that means abundance is in all forms, okay? It's coming in all forms. Why? Because 8 is also a multi-dimensional spiritual number, which can also later represent infinity, right? So anywho, you guys, I'm proud of you. You are the number 8, so a lot of you guys constantly increasing, your value, all right? Even in this physical realm here, okay? So what I see is, yeah. So I got a message. Divine Spirit told me break the THU down and the JUN on my computer, which is THU stands for Thursday, JUN stands for June, okay? And your number 8. So he said break that all down for you guys. So what he gave me was THU for you guys. It's saying too many hands moving under the table. So it's too many hands that's been moving under the table. And the JUN is justice and understanding is happening right now for you guys, okay? Because something happened where there were too many hands moving under the table. You see what I'm saying? You guys were not seeing something at the time, okay? I don't know why I'm getting like it was probably in regards to something financially. Some of you guys were in financial strife is what I'm feeling. And that's what happened. It was too many hands moving under the table here. Okay? Yeah. Some of you guys have a lot of tattoos here. Yeah, what's this too many hands here? Yeah, something you guys were taught, okay? So it's something, it's like a lesson. This is like, what I'm trying to say, universal law number 14. A lot of you guys are being taught a lesson about this too many hands, in this cookie jar here, okay? And justice is happening for you guys because justice is it was your heart's desire here. That's why it's happening. So justice is your heart's desire. Too many hands in that cookie jar was to teach you guys a lesson here, okay? School was in session for you guys. It was too many hands in that cookie jar. What I say? Too many hands under the table. I said cookie jar. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So justice and understanding is happening for you guys now. Okay. What about this justice and understanding? Thank you. Yeah. So justice is understanding. Justice and understanding is coming through light and love and through your angels here. A lot of you guys are getting justice in the higher realms because a lot of you guys don't know that you went through a valuable lesson. You just came through a valuable lesson. And it was not a touch and go lesson because they're telling me that. It was not something touch and go. It was a hard lesson when you felt like you did 25 years in school, not 12. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing. Okay? Yeah. That justice long time your heart's desire here. So a lot of you guys experience something here, you know, that I'm feeling y'all saying like time itself could not withstand. So a lot of you guys, this was this, you know, this, a lot of you guys, it was the drugs. So because a lot of you guys, you know, some of you guys had 1 year. So shout out to those who have the 1 year. That energy is coming across that those of you who within that 1 year, ooh, it was hard. It was hard. It was hard. All right. Light and love is here, and they're telling you guys, well, they're showing me that you guys are talking to some angels, okay? And make sure you continue because that's your heart's desire here to stay light and keep love in your body. It's not a game, and because a lot of you guys couldn't even trust yourself, okay? Because trust is in reverse down here. A lot of you look, trust is in reverse down here. You guys couldn't even trust it. The 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 people you were around, the environment you put yourself in, sort of thing. Okay. A lot of you guys couldn't read the environment that you were in at the time. Is what I'm seeing. Yeah, you couldn't read that environment that you were in at the time here. Mm. Mm. A lot of you guys, it was a hard lesson in love. Somebody was playing with your love, causing you a lot of conflict. And I'm so sorry to hear that. So the hard lesson for the rest of you guys were definitely like love. It was somebody got served, okay? And you might have had children with this person here. Children. Yeah, but this was the hardest lesson. It had you guys in conflict with yourself, right? Because that thing was so hard. But the conflict within yourself, though, it comes from like your experiences in childhood, even your love, even somebody playing with your love, all of these feelings and emotions that you have from learning this valuable experience, which is going to be the essence and core of who you are, you know, throughout, right? Throughout your existence here, your total existence here is going to come from that particular growth spur, my dear. All right, because that was a valuable lesson to you guys. Your relationship that you had was not only with, that person that harmed, that hurt you so bad and played with your love. However, you had a relationship too with conflict, right? So this conflict now links and all it was so linked or connected to your experience here, and your expressions of anger and aggression, even in your childhood. So when this person played with your love and toyed with you, they tapped into your childhood. They tapped into that inner child that was so angry and aggressive and authoritative, about their space and their toys. He wasn't easy to share, okay? That's what I'm feeling. You were not an easy person to share the sandbox or the toy chest or that was a hard thing for you guys, okay? But some of you guys consistently actually witnessed uh, overbearing conversations in your family where people were loud and screaming and having this conflict in this type of way, and a lot of you guys, you know, wanted to avoid it altogether later on in life. You didn't want to really affiliate yourself with that. So some of you guys, it silenced you in such a way of fear, of your voice not being heard. Or, some of you guys came out blazing with barred guns. Like, gonna be on barred time. I'm gonna get some bar guns. I'm gonna get some bar ammo, okay? A lot of you guys came out like that blazing. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, yeah. So, this situation really brought back the childhood feelings of not feeling loved, not feeling wanted, all of those things here, feeling ignored. You know, it brought back so many feelings of even your adolescence time. You know, it brought it, and they want you guys to rethink. If you will, do some homework today. Okay, they want you to ask. To write this down. Ask yourself, how were you met in your adolescence time in conflict by your mother or your father? They want you to ask yourself that because it has great significance to how you guys respond to it today. Uh, were they able to express some compassion for you guys through your hormonal outbursts? And could they show some sensitivity to your process of becoming an adult, not just their child, right? So they want you guys to reflect on how you react and respond in a conflict situation, period, point blank. And then they want you guys to ask yourself, how does it correspond to your formative experiences and what do you think? All right? What do you think that you and your authenticity need to listen to be heard? What do you need to listen to be heard? What is your authentic needs to listen and to be heard? I'm sorry about that. Yeah. So this is all about love. That that four-letter word again, right? That if received or given backwards will sound like evil. Love spelled backwards is evil. So that's what this was about. You guys got a valuable lesson in that. All right. So your heart's desires. What is your heart's? Oh, thank you. What's your heart's desires going on? Yeah, yeah. So yeah, because see, yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta look back here again. Let me see. Too many hands in the cookie jar. And your heart's desire was to get that justice. Yeah, yeah. Because it kicked up a lot of emotions for you guys, like emotions flying every which way. And guess what? A lot of you guys shut down emotionally. You didn't want to have any emotional intimacy. It locked you down where you didn't want to love no more. It affected you guys on an emotional intimacy level. Excuse me. You didn't want to sit down and have popcorn with this person or anyone else. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want to feel that connection. So it made you guys numb. And your only heart's desire here, was to, get some justice and understanding, just, yeah, because the opposite of love, people think it's hate, but it's not. It's simply understanding, right? Understanding, understanding, overstanding, right? Just So they're telling you guys, make sure you do talk to your angels about this, because a lot of you guys shut down when it came to this emotional intimacy issue here, you know. So, and a lot of you guys need to know that a lot of this energy comes from your actual birth, you know, your birth, you know, your birth. A lot of that comes from your birth here. Yeah. And what I mean by that is a lot of these negative emotional setbacks, drawbacks came from your proverbial stage and your birth. It's like when your parents were carrying you, if they had any negative energy that was around them, sometimes it leaks up in that energy field and transfer into your parents, right? So that's where this is coming from. That's why they're asking you to talk to your angels, okay? Uh, to receive that light and love and transition, into this, you know, emotional being that you guys are set out to be here. Because a lot of you guys have a sense of false self outside, showing that false self outside, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. Because you really deserve love, but you guys have shut down. Emotional intimacy is a feeling of closeness that comes from trusting someone's ability to love you, hold you, and keep you safe, all right, without losing a sense of identity. For some, emotional intimacy is easy, having experienced a consistent love and care when they grew up. So it depends on how they grew up. Can they emotionally receive you as a this thing is, this thing is real work called life here. It's not, try to, get a pass, a hall pass. this, this life is real work, you guys. I'm trying to tell you. You're, yeah. Why? Because, like I said, it's easy for some people, but having experience, because they had experience in it. See, this life is about knowledge plus experience that will equal some wisdom, right? Why? Because you can't go over, you can't go under, you got to go through in order to get the wisdom. Some people on that pay now, pay later, you know what I'm saying? But they don't realize if you pay now, you're good. But if you pay later, you're paying with interest, okay? But it doesn't matter, because if you think you're getting over, you just haven't got the bill yet. The work needs to be done, all right? Bottom line, okay? And this is real work. And it's simply an inside job. A lot of people run around as dressed up garbage cans. $500 hat on a 50-cent head, by the way, all right? So it's real work, you guys, and totally what your heart is desiring at this time, to do some real work. So this is emotional intimacy work. So what they're telling you guys is for others, right? Okay. So others who had that care growing up, they can emotionally uh, gain something from this, okay? They have experience in this, so that's the good part for them, okay? Because they received a consistent love and care growing up. They they definitely believe that they are lovable and good enough. See, those people get to that point now because they had that experience. However, for others, emotional intimacy can be more complex. All right. Those who experience inconsistent care as children can unconditionally carry doubts about whether they deserve love, and to protect themselves from the pain of not knowing, they create outside of awareness, a false sense of self. These people are creating a false sense of self. All right? So they walk around saying, I'm fine. How you doing? Oh, I'm fine. You know what they say fine stand for? FINE. F'd up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. F'd up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. Right? Okay. The projects. I can't even breathe. Okay, yeah, so that creates a false sense of self that projects a lack of need or want of emotional intimacy. I'm fine. Or they are only able to relate by caring more about others than they do themselves. Ouch, right? I want me to say that again because I think I need to. They are only able to relate by caring more about others than they do themselves. In both cases, their real self sits underneath. That's what they was talking about, underneath too. That's you guys, underneath. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, there's that underneath. In both cases, their real sense of self sits underneath. Too many, THU, too many hands underneath. Your real self is underneath that false sense of self. Oh my goodness. And you guys, your heart's desire, the justice and understanding that's so desperately necessary right now. Wow. Okay. Still longing for the authentic love and connection. All right? Considering these reflections, how do you relate to emotional intimacy is the question you guys have to ask yourself today, because that's going to put a gold seal on your heart's desire. And you're going to be on fire once you answer that question. Yeah, spiritual fire. Yep. So you guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to see what the angels have to say here. Yeah. They say it will be a peaceful resolution for you guys. Okay. What about my sober celebratory crew? They say don't be afraid to ask for help from others. Okay, because you guys can ask for help for others to get through the situation. Because that's just a form of you guys taking action. Okay. It's just a form of you guys taking action, because there's too many hands in there anyway. So you got to get others to help you, because you already got too many hands under there. You did too many things. So now it's time to take action here, and get that justice. All right, look, and get that justice. It's still here, and I shuffled one time just now. Yeah, so that's what they're telling you guys. I gotta, if you believe, okay. Believe it, you guys, and receive it, because it's going down if you believe it. You hear me? So what I did not do is what I'm going to beat myself up for, because I would like to get a closing message for you guys here. Divine Spirit is telling me to not get the sober closing message. He's telling me to get these right here. Just get these cards here. Okay. What is going on? What's the closing message? Because I like to leave y'all short and sweet, because I'm already late. All right. Thank you. What is a closing message, Divine Spirit, for my sober anniversary celebratory crew? What is this sober message? Because see, something just came on out here. Okay. Okay, thank you, Divine Spirit. They're telling you guys to move forward. It's time for you to accept this life challenge. All right? Yeah. And they don't want you guys to be in fear, because fear is simply false evidence appearing real, or a false evidence appearing real, or FEAR, future events already ruined. They want you guys to accept these, move forward with confidence, and accept the things that you cannot change, which is these life challenges. Because you guys are going to be challenged, okay? However, you replace that fear with faith. Fear is faith inside out, anywho. All right? That is your message, okay? So move forward with confidence, okay? Move forward and accept these challenges, because you guys have some work needs to be done here, okay? In order for you guys to get the justice, all right? Because this type of fear is unhealthy fear, all right? They want you to move to, it's 11:55, so they want you guys to move to end this cycle here, all right? That 5 and 5 equals 10. The higher realms is telling you guys that, you know, it's time to end this cycle here. Your ascended masters is telling you it's time to end this cycle here of unhealthy fear and move forward with confidence. Okay? I love you guys. This is where we must part ways. Of life lasts and death pass. You will see or hear me again. Until then, you guys, namaste. And I love you guys all day, every day. All right?